Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's number one Chief Rock Knicks Universe, main man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. Y'all know what it is. We about to keep it a buck for like an hour and some change. Letting y'all know what it is. That Knicks talk, the way that y'all like to have that Knicks talk to y'all. First of all, let me introduce my guy, the smartest dude, the most intelligent dude in Knicks Universe. Our guy, our sage, the Ghetto Intellect is in the building. And also, let me bring in my guy. Y'all know he is the producer, the creator, the boss, everything Knicks Universe related that keeps it real. Our guy, our brother, Free Key.
And he comes in ice cold, baby. He comes in ice cold. Listen here. Keith, I think they're saying, well, how they gonna do a show today? This is doomsday. I think the crowd, the people are saying, well, they're probably gonna talk about all the death, gloom, and despair, and everybody who let us down, and why they need to. But then they looking up and they like, well, why is GI smiling? I seen GI get really testy on these. I see GI comfort cats on here before. He's smiling. He's usually one to wear his keep because GI is a businessman. And I'm hoping to tickle your brain tonight. Yeah, go on mute until it's your turn. GI is a businessman, Freaky. And at the end of a business transaction, the end of a business season, the end of a business run, you know, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, you got to sit back and evaluate it in totality. That's what, you know, you got an asset. How did that asset move through the market, the NBA season in the market? And then there's a premium part of the market, which is the playoffs. And, you know, when we first bought this asset and put this asset on the road, we didn't even know that we would be big players in that. But that was the goal. I'm not going to say, oh, we greatly over exceed, which could be goals. You always set the highest of goals, but you do set back and start to look at your strengths and weaknesses against the overall market, your asset against the overall market, and you try to make an evaluation on where you fall out. And I think that's why I'm smiling, Keith, because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen in this series. Listen, if we just use statistics and analytics and go upon what we see, it would have to be one of the greatest turnarounds in the history of the NBA for us to make it out this round. And if we can make one of the greatest history turnarounds in the history of the NBA, Miami has never as an organization. And I think we need to talk about that, because I think we need to talk about how Miami as an organization can, when put together right. And I think this is what you've been preaching over these years, which has been taking even me a hard time to understand, because I wanted to see some proof in the pudding. Now that there's some proof in the pudding, I can drink some of the free key Kool-Aid and start to say, whoa, time out, guys. Time out. First of all, Miami as an organization is leading to what's going on. The last 20 years hasn't been death and despair for them. They've seen a lot of success the last 20 years, so they can ride off of that. We have not. So that, a little of that Cleveland didn't have that. They didn't have 20 years of success. So, you know, that looked a little different. That smelt a little different at this time. That lets me know we got to stick at what we're doing and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. But I don't want to make this intro too long, because I need to get my man in here for a segue in. But tonight, what I said all that to say, tonight you're going to hear us talk about the Knicks. What is the asset? The Knicks, what is the road to success? I don't think you ever heard us on this show talk about skipping steps. We never talked about skipping steps. Keith just suggested that we were further along in the process than we believe, and it looked like he was right, and I'm going to let him speak to that. But we never talked about skipping steps on here. This is one of the important steps. I think we checked the box this year. Did we want more? Can it hurt? Yes, it can hurt. We can want more, but please do not leave the season without clicking this box and know that we took a step and know that that step is in the right direction. Hey, this is GI and Free Keith. I'm proud to be a New Jersey Knicks fan. A New Jersey Knicks fan. Hey, yo, salute to the family. Thank you for joining there. Free Keith, you want to talk to the people?
You muted, boss.
Yeah, I can only echo your sentiments right now. And let me add something real quick. Good folks, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for time is precious. Time is precious, and we thank you for spending yours with us. And because time is precious, like I'm gonna say, I'm gonna let those people know who don't really need to be here. If you thought that the Knicks was going to be fighting for a playing spot, and you crying now that you feel like we're not making the Eastern Conference, this show's not for you. This ain't for you. If you felt like Tibbs' job was on the line in September, and now that you feel like we're not getting to the Eastern Conference, he should be traded. Traded. He should be let go. This show might not be for you. This show might not be for you. Here's some things that we don't take into account while we be trying to trade everybody after every bad game, or get rid of everybody after every bad game. That Heat team that is made up of several undrafted players are the product of time, continuity, and continuously playing with each other at a high level. Time, continuity, and playing with each other at a high level. Seven of those cats have played together in their last 4 playoffs, where they not only went to the Eastern Conference Finals, they also made it to the finals. Time, continuity, and chemistry are important. They are real things. What I see on our team is what we need is that time and continuity. I know Cats is emotional. We're emotional right now, and like everybody want to burn the building, want to burn the franchise down, tear it down, start over. That's not how it works. And you don't magically go from last to first in sports like that. But what we have done, and I think that we have done it in a timetable that people didn't count on, is that I think that we are infinitely closer to being that championship team than the 5-year predictions and the 7-year cash outs that we've been hearing. Everybody at the beginning of this table, beginning of the season, myself included, I'm gonna put myself in that, did not predict that we would get where we are now. For me to say that my feelings around where we are in the second round of this playoffs is purely and only disappointment. In that, like, I hoped we would get a little bit further. I thought we would based on what I was seeing throughout the season. But let me tell you something. Once we passed the Cavs, everything else was icing on the cake. Everything else was icing on the cake. And the series is and quite technically the series is not over. It's not over. There's still room for somebody to become a legend. I don't have yo, my hand I had to dub all the threads and all the Knicks talk today, this, that, and the other. Too much bitterness, too much, too much. Oh my God, I can't believe I believed in this team. Nonsense. We're supposed to be smarter. We're supposed to be the most intelligent, ball knowing fan base. That's how that traditionally. And if you know, and if you know good basketball, if you know basketball, you should be able to appreciate what you're seeing in front of you. We built this team from the dirt. No star chasing. We didn't empty out. Leon didn't empty out the coffers for a superstar. We're building a team off of continuity and chemistry. Cats are flourishing. Let it happen. And oh man, I wouldn't even be mad unless there's some star player that deal that comes available. I would not be mad at just running this back next season.
Because I didn't know. Freeze, you want to jump in? Did you want to jump in, Freeze?
Hey, everybody. What's good, Joe?
What up, player?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm trying. What I'm trying to figure out is honestly, for the fans that will read them and weep, I ain't really got nothing for them right now. I do have am searching far and wide for all the Knicks fans that said that they would die hard. Because at this moment, there are a lot of Die Easy fans all over the place, bro. I can't even walk to my car. I gotta step through the bodies of Die Easy Knicks fans. The ones I can't even go to the mailbox. I'm tripping over bodies and stuff, bro. What G.I., you remember when people used to say that the Knicks fan base is a diehard fan base? And then in the last 5 years, every time the Knicks get, a feather on the wrist, some Knicks fans are just dying easy. You remember we supposed to be diehard, right? With a vengeance. You know what I'm saying? Free Keith, I don't get it no more. I don't get it. Were these people there the whole time and we just didn't know it?
There was fans here. I couldn't believe how many fans were here. Go ahead, Keith. I don't know if you want to jump into how many fans were. I just see people coming out the woodworks, which is why I was like, we have to do this show tonight. We had to do the show tonight.
Yeah, I can't believe how. I mean, when we beat Cleveland, they was like, we didn't beat Cleveland right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then we come up here and we in the second round of the playoffs, exceeding everybody's expectations, and they up here like Fire Tibbs. They up here like Trade Randall. It's a couple of prominent man. Listen, it's a few prominent Knicks YouTubers that's out here complaining about this team when they so young. They never even had a good team, and they complaining about the one that they have. Y'all see them? They all over the place. They got all kind of fancy YouTube channels with Knicks in their name. The Knicks Milkman and the Knicks to the Moon and all this stuff. And they do good work. They got like thousands of subscribers, and then they on here sounding soft as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They up here sounding soft as Free Keith. They up here sounding Free Keith. Hey Gi, did I ever tell you the story about how me and Free Keith met, bro? How that man saw me getting swarmed up by the Frank Hive, and he came to my assistance. You know what I'm saying? Back when it wasn't even about winning. Back when it was like about just surviving as a Knicks fan. So we come from a team that won 23 games through all that mess. A team that won 17 games through all that mess. Now here we are in the second round of the playoffs. And they out here taking their mink coats off and laying down. They ain't even getting killed. They dying easy.
1 year ago today. Free kick. 1 year ago today. 1 year ago today. I was like, we gotta get rid of management. Keith was telling us to chill out. I was like, nah, man. Are you serious? There's no plan they got. There's no free agents out there. Superman's not walking through that door. It's not gonna happen.
We was killing Free Keith.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson. He might make us a little better because he could dribble the basketball. But yeah, bro, I don't know, man. We gotta win this draft lottery. We need to get a high pick. If we don't get a high pick, man, we're not making the playoffs next year. I can't, man. I am not ignorant enough to forget what I was talking about 1 year ago today. I can't do that. 1 year ago today, I thought this team could potentially be done. We were stuck with Randall. RJ had no upside. Stuck with Randall. RJ had no upside. We had nobody to dribble the basketball. The Kimba experiment failed. We're giving Fournier all this money to shoot threes. What is that getting us? And 1 year later, we're in the second round of the playoffs, and our team has more upside than any of the four teams left. We're not spending any money. Even if you wanted to say Julius is the problem, well, guess what you better be blessed about? That Julius, for his numbers, what he puts up, for the amount of minutes he plays, is not costing you $200 million because he should. He should cost you $200 million because if you look at his stats and you look at other $200 million players' stats, he has them. So...
I feel you, Gi. I feel you, and Free Keith, I feel you also. My beef is not with the team or the organization. My beef is with Knicks fans. Right now, in this moment, this team is still in the playoffs, right? Still. Even though it looked bleak, Cats is out here like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We should take such and such in the draft. And I'm like, how you talking about the draft and we still in the playoffs?
I got nothing for nobody who talk like our run is over. It's not.
What are we doing out here, boss?
I guess we should be responsible and say the fact that this won it. It goes to show that's why Tibbs and Rose and these guys have been a little more deliberate because I've never seen three players who've wanted to win more than Hartenstein, Brunson, and Hart. Do they have the physical tools? 100%? No, they all three are lacking. But these are the players that they have brought in free agency. Okay? On the other side. You can say what you want about Randall, but for Randall to prepare his body in the offseason, he wants to do something. He's motivated to do something. Other players ain't putting the time in the gym that he's putting in. And so while you talk about him, if you ever had to play against Julius on another team, you'd be ticked off for that whole game because I can only imagine what it's like to play against that B. Pause. RJ, Quickly, Obi, Grimes, McBride, all these guys last year. I'm telling Keith, we stuck with these guys, man. They have no value. All these guys now, because they come from a winning program, because they know they play defense the entire game. They get up and down and get at it. They all can hit their open shots. All these guys have value now. RJ has value. Quickly has value. Obi has value. Grimes has value. All because we went to the second round of the playoffs. Everything changed in 12 months. How could I help?
Facts. Facts. Everything.
All I asked for was patience.
Yeah.
That's all I asked for. I said, yo, give these guys a chance to cook. We were mad at them for 20 years of Knicks ineptitude when they was only here for 2.5 seasons.
When some of these dudes wasn't even born. Some of these dudes was in strollers.
I honestly don't know how some people became Knicks fans, to tell you the truth. Because I don't know that I would have became a Knicks fan as a teenager coming up in these last 10 years. So, like, if you even became a Knicks fan, huh?
Their dads, their parents.
His legacy, the legacy part of it, yeah.
Because you were birthed into the struggle. Like, you ain't seen nothing but struggle.
Right.
You don't know what it feels like to have a good Knicks team.
Right. Yeah, man. I honestly, man, as I listen to, and I think y'all have done the same thing, probably listen to Knicks radio all day. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude Carton. Yo, come on, bro. Stop being a clown. We know you a shock jock, bro. You talking about all the how the Knicks are still in the playoffs, and these shock jock dudes are out here talking about who to get rid of and all this stuff, and the team is still in the playoffs. It lets you know they was fake from the start with. They was fake from the start with. I'm appealing to the ones. I'm appealing to the Knicks fans that's rock steady, roll ready. The ones that when adversity come, they ain't jumping ship. They ain't laying down. Those are the ones I'm appealing to right now. The ones that jump ship anytime the Knicks face adversity, ain't no pleasing y'all. Ain't no pleasing y'all. It don't matter. It don't matter, because even if the Knicks make the Eastern Conference Finals and lose, you still ain't gonna be satisfied. The Knicks make the NBA Finals and lose, you still ain't gonna be satisfied. The Knicks win the NBA title this year, you still ain't gonna be. It's like what Nas wrote about how when you make it, you still ain't satisfied. Ain't no satisfied.
But can they do it again though?
Yeah, Kenny. They only did it because Giannis wasn't healthy. Them dudes. Come on, bro. Get excited for your team, bro. 2 years ago, this team. 3 years ago? 2 years ago, your point guard name was Elfrid Payton.
Yo, don't diss my man Elf, yo.
Yo, every time Elfrid Payton shoot a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings, bro. But we were still winning.
Elf had heart, though. Elf had heart, and I'm gonna always appreciate heart.
He did have heart. I'll give him that. He did have heart. G.I., how these dudes, but how we out here? How we out here in Knicks Universe, bro? We can't even like what Free Keith was saying about being patient and all that stuff. We was ragging him, bro. I was ragging Free Keith. Like, yo, you know this is a soft tank, right? You remember that? G.I. said that one time. And it made me laugh all night, bro. I used it every chance I got. Yo, that was the funniest. Yo, that was the funniest thing ever, bro. G1G, I said we out here rolling out the Charmin tank. Yo, that was the funniest thing ever. But
yo, y'all was wild for that, man. But yeah, I had to take it. I had to take it because y'all, everybody was in the moment. I was looking further ahead, so I had to eat it. I got that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we gotta appeal to. What does die hard really mean nowadays? Anyway, does die hard is it just a saying, or does it mean something? I don't know.
Fandom is different now, yo, and I'm realizing it, and it's sad because I see a lot of people from like our older era of fandom that really kind of like are supporting this stuff. Like we really turned into like cats don't support teams so much as they support individual players. And so I don't think that the like you'll see dudes switch teams because a guy switched like LeBron. Like I'm a LeBron fan, so whatever team he on, I'm a fan of that team. It wasn't like that before, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like, or at least there wasn't a platform like Twitter, or there wasn't social media for those pockets to get together. But I feel like fandom kind of changed. So this whole world we're living in with it has changed. Like is a product of that change too. Like how cats fan.
So we're moving to wherever the weather is fair. Wherever
Yeah.
there's fair weather, that's where we moving to.
Yo, look how easy, yo, even throughout the regular season. Oh, winning streak, winning streak, winning streak. We lose a game. Oh, trade everybody.
Yeah, Tibbs gotta go. What?
Tibbs got to go. How many games we got to lose before Tibbs, like, first game out of a 9-game winning streak, lost this game? Oh, see? Oh, Randall turned into old Randall. Like, yo, like, we're so emotional and in the moment, like, we don't know how to divorce. I'm sad about losing this game from this team sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Emotionally insecure. Control your emotions. Learn to step back. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. In the bigger picture, what we got, yo, IQ, Grimes, and Grimes looked like he was kind of turning on that last game, but like IQ, Grimes, Obi, like they didn't really show up, but we know what they got. We know what they got, and they are homegrown.
Right.
And they are Mitch, homegrown. RJ, homegrown.
Right.
This is what y'all wanted. This is what and they doing it with less because none of them cats had to get traded to get a superstar. In fact, we beat the superstar that they was trying to fleece us for. And one of our guys beat him again. Like these, I don't look at these things as like little things. I like give these cats give these cats time to play together. We got a winning culture. We got a winning culture.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna talk like this series is over yet, because it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I still think we got something for Jimmy and dirty ass Bam.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The season, man.
And what's his man's name?
It's not.
Who stepped under Brunson on purpose?
Caleb Martin.
Yeah, but you're wrong. You're wrong. And here's the thing. No, so
Bam successfully took out Randall and IQ.
Yeah, but hold on.
Right.
Well, hold on. Let's back up.
Mission accomplished.
If you go take on somebody, you gotta take time out and see what you're up against. 2 months ago, a month ago, they did not have Kevin Love or Zeller on this team. Could you imagine them trying to play us without Kevin Love or Zeller? You can't take nothing from it. Could you imagine them trying to play us right now? Kevin Love is single-handedly making Bam out of Bayou look amazing because he taking Mitch and pulling them all the way away from that basket. But now Bam got room to operate because, it makes more sense for Kevin Love if he get the rebounding You can't have Randall on Love. So they just got the right matchup at the right time. It's okay. It's okay. I don't see nothing that Miami is doing great other than dudes like Caleb Martin. Remember, I couldn't even say their names. Sure. That boy I tried to call his name. I still don't know that boy's name. I thought he was the swing man. He's the shooting guard. Well, he came right out and hit some threes right off the bat. Bro,
Strauss.
they are playing. Strauss, wherever the heck his name is, Miami is playing basketball. Let me tell you something, bro. You listen. I don't take nothing away from the 3-point ball. It is what it is. It's here to stay. Steph Curry became one of the greatest players, and to me, like overnight with the 3-point ball. Right? He had it. Many years he was hurt, but the way Jimmy Butler was the way he was getting layups, the way Jimmy Butler was, I said, one day we're going to get us a 6'9" player that just get layups, whatever he wants to, because he moves like a guard, he dribbles like a guard. I mean, I just was looking like, this ain't the right matchup for you. Ain't that much, ain't that many changes in the world you could have made for Jimmy Butler just to outsmart half the wing core. Guys just hitting their shots. Opportunities were there, and we even got a point in the first quarter where we looked like we knew what we was doing. But they don't have 3 minutes. Honestly, let me wrap it up with this. Miami beat us at our own game. That scrappy ball that you keep shooting till you keep shooting, get the rebound, and just we not leaving this in till we get a rebound. And look, I never seen that done to us. It got done to us. The teams one and done. The Cavs was one and done, not Miami. And then we one and done. And we seen Brunson get trapped, get the ball out of his hands before, and we seen it not go well. Listen, shouts out to Miami. Listen, if Miami does beat us, they have every opportunity. If they keep playing this style of ball and not caring, and they got a mentality they're playing with house money. They playing with house money. There was a play-in team. They're number 8 seed. All the way to here, house money, man. Last time this was done was the 1999 Knicks. We should know what this feels like. We've done this before.
Right. Right. Bro, nah, the feeling, all that feeling stuff, man, feel good to me. I'm with you. I understand like where both of y'all coming from. I think it's an excellent way of putting I think it's an excellent way of phrasing what encapsulating how Knicks feel on both sides of the conversation. I'm with y'all on both sides of that. I just my thing is our reputation is such that we're a ferocious and diehard fan base. And then, but recently at the first sign of trouble, everybody laying out like they olive oil. You know what I'm saying? Everybody laying out like they looking for damn Popeye, bro. We don't need nobody to come in here and save us.
Our bandwagon showing.
Yeah. It made me think these cats from Brooklyn. These Brooklyn Nets fans that jumped on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? That's what it making me feel like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't get it. If cats is casual, be casual. Don't say you die hard. Just say, yeah, nah, man, I'm just here for a good time. If you say that, bro, ain't nobody gonna fault you. You know what I'm saying? But if you just here for that, and then at the first sign of trouble, you pushing old ladies and babies down so that you can get to safety. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. Free Keith, cats legit. Some of these Knicks fans legit are taking life rafts away from old ladies, handicaps, and babies so that they can get to safety. And then they like, nah, man, but I'm diehard. No, you not diehard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm getting at, man. If you're a casual Knicks fan, it's easy to say, nah, bruh. I'll leave that up to Uncle Freezy. Uncle Freezy gonna go down with the ship. You know him. And if the Knicks win or lose, he gonna be up in the middle of the night, 2:00 in the morning, doing a show, and then be back up 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning next morning doing a show. and then gonna call Free Keith, and him and Free Keith gonna be doing a show. You know what I'm saying? I let the diehards do that, but man, when you like, yo, I'm diehard, and then the champagne is slightly off room temperature. You complaining? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, you know what I'm saying? I mean that's all I'm getting at. The dudes, especially the dudes on the airwaves in New York City, that is perplexing to me. That right there is I can't respect them for that. Like the dude that was coming on talking trash about Randall and all this stuff, bro, and these dudes, these 99,000 Knicks channels, you know what I'm saying? Knicks Popcorn and Knicks Out to Sea and all these channels, they up here bashing everything that we do every second. And they got thousands of subscribers, and they up here like, you know what I'm saying? Randall jump shot. Randall shoots such and such percentage in the quarter right here with such and such defender on him in this move. See, that's why Randall sucks. You know what that sound like to me? Fugazi. I'm sorry. Free Keith, I'm sorry about hijacking your joint, bro. I know you had the thing you want to get to, man, but
yeah, preach, brother, preach.
GI, you feel me? Like, dudes legit. These channels got like 1 million subscribers, bro, and they up here whining like, I was ready to call them that B word.
It ain't just the subscribers, bro. I mean, it ain't just the YouTube channels. Like Michael K and them, man, I'm telling you. I shouldn't call no names out. But I'm telling you, man, it's these big boys too, man. They get up there and in September was like, yeah, well, it'll be a long year for the Knicks. And then all of a sudden they say, oh, what a leadership Randall is, he got up there and said, I guess they sound like they wanted more. Maybe they wanted more than us. Yes, he's being real. Randall's being real. They're getting at every loose ball. Everything that's happening is happening for them. At some point, you realize they're not better than us. They just wanted more.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's 100% of what I saw.
Right.
Like if you was to drop me and that was in front of the TV and that was my first game of the playoffs, I would have thought that Miami was behind.
Right. Right. I'm perplexed by it, bro. I'm perplexed by it, man. I have a it's my thing is, when I talk to Free Keith and when I talk to GI, right? When I talk to them about Knicks fandom and what we should be doing compared to what we are doing, when I talk to GI will maybe ask me a very direct question. And even if I don't have the response that he wants, or the response that he wants to that question or whatever it is, I'm still standing there like, bro, I don't have your answer, but I ain't going nowhere. I mean, I'm here. Right? But New York, my New York fans, my brethren, what are we doing out here? You know, we got dudes out here legit want to fire the coach, trade away all the players and all this stuff off a second round team that has been here for the first time since we was wearing Vasco's, right? A lot of y'all don't know what Vasco's is, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time we felt like this since Diane had commercials on the radio. Y'all remember, girl, will you get your head? Diane did it. You remember that? GI, you remember that on the radio? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when Crazy Eddie, insane? Y'all remember all of that, bro? This is the first time we feeling like that since then. And Cats is like jumping ship over the day, like, yo, but the leather in my Maybach ain't soft enough. That's what it sound like. That's what y'all sound like to me, bro. Like bubbles popping. That's what it sound like to me, bro. I can't, bro. What happened to being rock steady? GI, this dude was on his own. He was on his TV show, and I know he doing it for clicks. But he out here bashing the team, and we in the second round of the playoffs. What What we doing out here? Hey, bro, when we say we rock steady, we supposed to be. Y'all remember when we said we was gonna do Knicks freestyle today? And now, yeah, I'm here. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'ma always be here for y'all. Always. I ain't get back there. I ain't get ready to back off that because the Knicks. Oh, I don't emotionally. I don't feel up to it. No, man. WEHERE. We here. I don't get it, bro.
No, it's microwave fandom, but like it's not. This is the Knicks' fault. This is the Knicks' fault. When if they were a more stable organization throughout this expansive time, we would have probably more stable fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad. I very much understand where certain cats are at. It's the constant up and downs that the Knicks have traditionally given us. Now, if you're not somebody with a little bit of foresight, it's going to put you into that state of being. Oh my! If it's good, like everything is great. If one thing bad, oh, burn everything down because you don't understand the value of certain things. And the things that are really good that's going on, you overlook totally. We got a young team. We keep these guys together. We keep or at least the large bulk of these guys together. Yeah, we got some. But I'm gonna mention again, yo, Bam and Caleb Martin are dirty players, yo. And I'm not even talking about like just they intentionally trying to injure cats, and that's I have to. I feel like nobody is pointing that out, and I just have to mention that.
I think the hardest part for Knicks. I think the hardest part for Knicks fans is, and I guess it's all sports. It's really all sports. That while you love the franchise, you love the colors, you love the organization, you might not love the management and the management's choice of head coach. Stop right there, because they're going to dictate the style and the direction of the organization. I have no problem with the fact that Tibbs wants to pound the ball 15 seconds of the shot clock, which is why he don't mind Brunson doing all of that. I have no problem that Tibbs wants everybody to wait until that shot clock is under 12 before they start initiating the offense, which isn't going to give you many looks. If it breaks down early, it's going to look like you did nothing. It's going to look really bad and could be easy to defend if the players in the system ain't right. But Tibbs' goal is to keep that score around 100. And you look at his career. Look at his career. He's going to look like one of the best coaches in the scoring era. Tibbs is still walking off that court with teams not scoring 100 points because he'll let his guys pound the rock. Part of it is people think the scoring has to do with the defense. Nah, scoring has to do with the score of the game. Has to go about how you play offense too. Cavs was one of the slowest teams. So it looked like the Knicks was going fast against them because they were so slow that we was like, well, our speed is our advantage against them. Miami is just presenting a different type of matchup. And in order to win against a Miami, you're going to need players that can outplay Jimmy Butler down the stretch. We don't have it. So in a Tibbs system, you're probably going to need a star. But that's not for today for any bozo to be talking about, because to get that star, you don't have any star contracts on this team. None of these are star contracts. And I think that's where I think New York being one of the most expensive towns in the land, for you to have a bargain team and to be trying to stretch, it's just anti-New York to me. I thought everything was supposed to be shinier here. You get this blue collar team. I know Rose is kicking himself. He's like, man, I was thought New York liked the blue collar. I give them a blue collar team, and they like, where's the shiny fancy stuff? They did all that shiny and fancy in Brooklyn 4 or 5 times the last 20 years and got nothing for it. And then they want us to, I don't know, man. Listen, if something shiny falls in your lap, Freezy, like them fancy cars that you be looking for, if one falls in your lap, Mocha can't let you. Mocha can't get mad at you.
Why you put me on the spot, boss?
Because if something shiny falls, if something shiny falls in your lap, Mocha would be like, you know what, baby? Yeah, you have to go clean the bank account now. Go ahead.
See how you put me on the spot, man.
If something shiny falls in the Knicks' lap, they're not gonna let it go. But for you fans to start saying like, free, you're gonna draft here, so now y'all want to trade up. Y'all want to trade everything to get Victim. Now y'all wish y'all was in the lottery and not in the second round. You are bipolar. I don't curse on this work. I let Freezy already broke his.
I be trying not to.
And keep broken up. So I'm good. I don't have to curse. But y'all are bipolar. It's all get up, man. And you don't deserve the fandom. I'm sure Leon Rose, if he met you out, he'd be like, nah, I'm good. Honestly, I'm good, because the way I'm going about it, only Free Keith is the only one that really gave me a shot out there, the Knicks verse, and said, let this man cook. Freezy and Ghetto, yeah, I know Keith's your man, and yeah, but why don't y'all wait outside, let Keith talk to me, because y'all had me fired too. Y'all had me fired.
See, because there's one thing, there's an accountability piece. There's accountability piece, like demanding, like basically what GI and I were asking for. We made a demand for excellence, right? We never gave up on seasons. I wasn't out here talking about trade everybody. I mean, occasionally somebody would put me on the spot. They'd be like, Uncle Freezy, can you just answer this question? What would you do if? Okay, now in those scenarios, I'll be like, okay, all right. But for the most part, man, I'm not out here pounding the table for that. I understand process. Every successful person understands that corporation and business require processes that have to be done the correct way and be trusted in order for you to take the next steps. That's just a part of it. That's just it's what Free Keith was speaking to about this word that we rarely mention in Knicks Universe called continuity. You got to have it. We got to be able to, but I don't know. Free Keith, I'm sorry, man. When around the whole universe, bro, I'm seeing it on television. I'm hearing it on radio. I'm seeing it on YouTube.
And these same cats wanted to wait forever for Frank. Yes. That's what amazes me, man.
Yes.
That's what these supreme talent evaluators was willing to wait 5 years for Frank to turn into Trevor Ariza.
Right.
Give
him 7 more years.
All said we overpaid for Brunson.
Yeah, said that too. They said
all definitely had Jules dead to rights. And I'm gonna be honest, Jules ain't helping herself. So, but Jules, they keep knocking that. I mean, I guess they just never met a Julius Randle in real life. Julius is on Draymond. Honestly, Julius is very much Draymond. Very much Draymond. Just don't have the basketball IQ. But physically and go about it, he goes about it the way Draymond go about it.
It's amazing how smart you look when you play with guys. But it's amazing how smart you look when guys on your team can cover up for your mistakes.
Right.
Oh, that was a bad pass to Steph Curry in the corner. Oh, Steph Curry for 3. Oh, that dude that made the pass he's a genius. You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle make the same pass, the same situation. He kick it out to Grimes. Grimes shoot the air ball. Now it's Randle's fault. But if Grimes was Steph Curry and made that shot, Julius Randle would be Einstein out here.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
I'm I'm sure the Knicks they've obviously been able to avoid the noise. Heck, the noise from last year. You know, for Randall to even still be on this team 12 months after last year, forget that. I mean, come on now. So,
They just don't like him, G.
they can't stand them. To learn how to get past the noise of last year, they're gonna do well. They're gonna get past the noise. Now they are in a very dangerous situation because you saw how putting one player on this team, Josh Hart, adding one piece. After you added him, we started playing 14, 15 games over 500 since he's been here.
Right.
I would assume losing one piece can have the reverse effect. Adding the wrong piece. So I got to be honest. Now, if you have integrity, if you call yourself real, if you want the authority on your job to perform as you should be able to perform on your job, then this is the time you would have to leave Leon Rose alone. This is the time you gotta let him and his crew go about it the way they think and know to go about it. Because I would think this determines whether they get read up. This is their livelihood. They've got this thing to a point where, hey, listen, I'm trusting the process. I truly am. Might be corny, might sound something weak to say. This Miami series doesn't impact how we start playing ball next October. For anybody to believe that's complete desperation, and I don't know the New Yorkers are living desperation because every moment we our backs up against the wall. Every moment a New Yorker's back is up against the wall. So to live in desperation as if you don't know hard times, how could you not say you're from New York and not know hard times? Because they don't, the two don't jive.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's the city. They coming for those New York fans that was throwing their fur coats in the street. You pouring out their champagne. The ones out there with them Fulton Street Knicks shirts on. You know what I'm saying?
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7, bro. Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7. I think what it is too. I think what y'all are saying is right too. I think this boils down to experience, though. I think some Knicks fans, the ones that have not had their own superstar, are frustrated with Randall. Personally, I had my own superstars, right? Clyde Frazier, Willis Reed, Earl the Pearl, Michael Ray Richardson, Bernard King. Those were my guys. Yeah, and then later on Ewan. But these guys some of these fans are seeing the end of the Melo era, and then their best player was Noah Vonleh, and now that they got Randall in an era where every NBA team has a star, and Randall doesn't look like those other teams. Randall is not Zach LaVine or Zion or Karl Anthony Towns or Steph Curry or Kawhi Leonard or Paul George. They mad because Randall can't get their team over the hump. Right? But the thing about it is that's not Randall's fault. Right? The Knicks didn't get the number 1 pick 3 times in a 5-year stretch. That's not the Knicks' fault. Right? The Knicks didn't get lucky to get 2 of the best shooters in the same in draft. You know what I'm saying? That's not Randall's fault, bro. Randall was drafted by a great NBA franchise. Randall was drafted by the Lakers. Randall played with Kobe his first year. And at same time that Randall was drafted, we was rolling out dudes named Quincy Acey and Derek Williams. and we out here acting like it's Randall's fault that he can't lead, a franchise that was once moribund to the promised land.
He's not here to be our superstar, yo. This team is not being built around a superstar. And I think that that's what's being overlooked while everybody's trying to give it to Randall the shoulder. Like, Brunson is here too. Brunson is here too. And RJ looked like he's showing up.
RJ looked like he's showing up.
RJ looked like he's showing up. So, like, honestly, I can't even in good faith be like I can only attack each player for their part because I see what how the team is being built out. I can't give it all to one superstar because we don't got that one cat.
Right.
That's not.
There's only two teams that feel like at this stage of the game, outside of the Knicks, on May 9th, two organizations that feel like they are overachieving or doing something special right now, and their fan base is jumping through the roof. It's the Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, by the way, both these two teams have played in the championships in the last 4 years. These other organizations, you pissed at Julius Randle. What do you think Brooklyn feels like to be a Brooklyn Nets fan right now? What do you think they feel like? Get over it, Knicks fans. It's been worse. What do you think the Atlanta Hawks? They waited. The Atlanta Hawks was about to get knocked out of the playoffs to make their fans feel better as they're about to get knocked off the playoffs. That game they floated Trae Young trade rumors. Atlanta, the organization, had to because Trae had to deal with it at the pregame, and nobody came forward. Was like that's a false rumor. Okay, let's go on to Philadelphia. Harden and Embiid, Embiid has been a perennial MVP player. They had a superstar in Embiid. He hasn't gotten out of the second round. They get out the second round since they had him. So you guys just be careful and chill. You make it seem like to be in the second round of the NBA playoffs is just something to shake your head. Ain't no big deal. So, like you're entitled. Nobody's entitled to this. This is the end of some people's careers. I could keep going on and on and on. Carl Anthony, I can name all these players. Zion. Hey, we talked about RJ. I gotta do this. 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I'm like, I'd rather have Zion. I'd rather take Zion and Ja. Ja was doing press conferences, popping his collar, talking about just the West. I'm just in the West. It is what it is. I'm like, we need that type cat, Keith. I need that type cat. He filling up the press clippings. He got all. Next thing you know, he on the internet with the Blammy, with the Blicky. He gotta go sit up. I ain't never gotta worry about RJ jumping
he
on
out here with the Roscoe and champagne.
I ain't got him. I ain't never gotta worry about RJ with the Blicky and the Moet. I ain't Chris Dow with the hammer. So I ain't never gotta worry about RJ talking about pick one. You know what? Let me keep my little RJ, and I don't gotta give RJ $200 million. They had to give that boy $200 million, and they had to worry about his Blicky and his jammy, and he beating up kids at his house. Hold up. And then Zion, the number one pick. They don't even know if he gonna play basketball again. Hold up. 6 months ago, we was sad we got RJ Barrett. All RJ did was start off a little slow. Hold on, let me land the plane before because I am a little pissed down. What's his name? Chris Hundley. I don't like that guy. But now RJ averaging 20 in the playoffs, doing this. They still got limitations, but guess what? He get out there every game. We ain't got to worry about him disappearing. We know we getting for our money. We know if we get to the playoffs, we go.
And when he miss time, he be injured. He don't be hurt. When he missed time, he'd be injured.
I mean, I just think the Knicks, there's so much of the perspective that we ourselves have changed. And for you to be sitting here, this is the kids. If you're pissed with the Knicks to where you can't sleep and you kicking the dog and breaking TV today, then you're the kid who couldn't play in the sandbox. You took your ball and went home all the time when you lost. You was fine hiding, but when it was your turn to be it, you quit. You was never it. We had to replace you for it because you was good playing the game until it was your turn to be it. You ain't never want to be it. We all know this, dude. That's who you are. I don't want to have a beer with you. I'm not hitting your link. I'm not hitting your panel. I'm not participating in your commentary. If you can't stop and say that this was an amazing season and then Nick should take it slow. If you talking about what happened this morning on the show, Freezy, and I'm just glad that the KMD is so raw and we allow people to come up here and completely embarrass yourself, because I hope some people do not think that the Blanche Network authorizes that's under the banner. Nah, you just some clown who clicked the link and played yourself. I just want you to know KMD always.
Right. Hey, let me do this real quick while we got it up here. So Jay Boogie, thank you for the generous contribution. Jay Boogie says Eric is smart. He spread us out and told his guys, the shot go up, beat your man, sprint to the rim for offensive rebounds. Grimes, Jalen, RJ are slow-footed. He said that, and while we here, I got a joint that I've been itching to play for like a minute. I'm gonna play this joint right here. This is what people
Knicks freestyle type talk.
Yeah, this is what I got for everybody that had an issue about the season. I just want to show y'all this. But I got a joint for my man Jay Boogie though. Jay Boogie. This is Jay Boogie joint. Breaking news, man. Y'all check this out, man.
We finally got a piece of the pie.
You can't be serious. What they talking about? Huh? They say when the Knicks is doing good, the TV ratings is all the way up. That's how it's supposed to be in the league, you heard? We the #1 franchise, it is point blank, all hands down. You heard? Somebody tell Ian Begg I need breaking news. Somebody tell Dexter Henry I need breaking news. Somebody tell Bill Beto I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news. Somebody tell Alan Hahn I need breaking news. Somebody tell Ali Zerb I need breaking news. Somebody tell Mike McNutt I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news. If it ain't the Michael J. Fox playing the role of the Spider-Man, I'm taking 2 out of 3 games in Cleveland. 4-1, yeah, we did it in 5. Press the button on PCast and tell them that you're going live. All I see right now, orange and blue skies. The beat knock, I'm trembled with a little highs. I thought I told you already, yeah, the city lit. I'm out the window, the streets look like a movie script. Around me, I'm secured, bunch of Knicks fans. What's the problem? They ain't playing over in Brooklyn. Look around, they swept this another 4. Fair side, Joe Clark got them chain doors. I know you feeling like really, yeah, the truth hurts. Across the street, MSG, that's the network. I'm like McFadden and Whitehead, ain't no stopping. The game on, tell them that you Nick watching. Somebody tell Ian Begg I need breaking news. Somebody tell Dexter Henry I need breaking news. Somebody tell Bill Beto I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news. Somebody tell Alan Hahn I need breaking news. Somebody tell Ali Zerb I need breaking news. Somebody tell Mike McNutt I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news. The playoffs round 2, we showing no fear. Signal to Mount Brunson, Burner, this the new gear. New wave, but they say we ain't cool no more. Katie about to exit twice, that ain't cool no more. New York City, we ain't back, we ain't never left. Just stay away from J. Reed when he ain't on my F. I'm so impressed way we doing our thing outside in every park, kids playing with that Spalding. The best story this year was on a Nick page. Full coverage, the league got this Nick page. A lot of doubters right now, they want to see us lose, but I don't care about Riley with them shiny shoes. The orange blue right now, such a pretty view. You look around, we taking over the YouTube. That Nick love, we the best on the podcast. Monopoly money, 200 every time we go past. Somebody tell me and beg, I need breaking news. Somebody tell Dexter Henry, I need breaking news. Somebody tell Bill Pito, I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news. Somebody tell Alan Hahn, I need breaking news. Somebody tell Ali Zerb, I need breaking news. Somebody tell Mike McNutt, I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news.
If I ain't say your name, you probably ain't give me no breaking news to talk about. Over here we family, we stick to the script. Orange and blue, y'all stay out of the script.
All right, J Boogie, I see you.
That was absolute fire.
The J Boogie beat drop. Yes, sir.
That was total fire. Get that man his props. Keep go ahead and get that man props on this show.
Speaking of J Boog, shout out Jay Beasley. You know I got the bail money still. Shout out Allah. He has said something about his interaction with World Wide West that actually solidified something in my mind. That dude told him after he heard one of his versions of the rap of the cut that he was going to do for his 60-second segment, and he was like, "Yo, it's dope," but he's bigging them up. He's bigging them up in the joint individually, and he was like, "Nah, take my name out of it. Take Perry name out of it. Yo, if anybody you talk about Leon. Right. We all won. Yo."
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't listen to no narratives no more, yo. I'm not even these reporters with this sources say and a source close to the issue, the matter, and I'm not.
Right.
You ain't hear that from them. They're not talking to you.
Right. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man J Boogie, man. I'm doing a joint. Man, J Boogie doing me the most huge solid of all time in terms of my media career. J Boogie doing me a huge solid. I'm not gonna unleash it yet, but man, J Boogie, shout out to J Boogie, man. I love you, brother. I always have loved you like a brother since day one. Since day one, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, and Free Keith can speak to this. If somebody don't agree with your narrative, they'll align with you as long as you agree with their narrative. But if you stop agreeing with their narrative, bro, they're gonna be your hater. You know what I'm saying? That's how quickly things turn in social media, man. But J Boogie, no, I've been a J Boogie fan since day one, and he been a supporter of me since day one. Not with just stuff, but like phone calls, like, "Hey man, what you doing? You tired? Go get some sleep." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff. J Boogie is my guy. You know what I'm saying? J Boogie is my guy, man. So much love. We're gonna continue to support J Boogie. Wherever you see his name at, go cop it. Wherever you see J Boogie name, go cop it, man. Go support. Go show your love. Even if you don't do nothing but hit the like button, whatever it is on J Boogie, man. Support that guy because he doing major things in Knicks Universe, and quite frankly, we need that. You know what I'm saying? We need the representative. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my man J Boogie, and shout out to Ron Cleveland too. Ron, I see you in the chat, boss. I see you down there. What else we got? Free Key. You muted.
We got more playoffs. That's what we got.
Okay.
That's what we got.
Okay.
This thing ain't done yet.
Should I round up the people jumping ship? Should I round them up and put them back on?
Nah. Let them flounder.
Okay.
Let them flounder. Because like really, what's gonna happen is we're gonna win the next game.
Okay.
We're gonna win the next game. We're gonna win the next game, and them same cats, it is gonna have like that glimmer of hope is gonna come back. Oh, maybe we can. And if we don't or lose the next game, then it's back and reverted. Like they seesaw up and down. So I can't hang nothing on them. That's who they are.
So it's back and forth like Cameo.
Like Cameo.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
Seasonal fans.
I keep forgetting about the age demographic. Is back and forth like Aaliyah? Back.
Nah.
Forth and forth. Okay.
But some of them is our age. So I should say my age and older, I'm gonna say.
Okay. Yeah, man.
These is grown fans, man. Like you should know better.
Yeah, man. We gotta know better so we can grow better.
So we can grow better.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the little things, man. When things get hot out here, when things get hot out here, man, we can't just automatically like run for cover. Sometimes, boss, we gotta stand and deliver. You know what I'm saying? And I know stand
You
and
gotta be
deliver.
10 toes down, Freezy.
Yeah, man. That's all I'm saying. If you're a Knicks fan, bro, you got, man. How about stand and deliver? You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm different because I'm on the internet 340 days a year, right? You know what I'm saying? I know people, man, 340 days a year. Why not 360? Because I'm not a machine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a machine. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is just stand and deliver for your team, man. Just stand up and support them. How about let's stop talking about Julius Randle free throw percentage on the road against Western Conference teams and support them. How about we stop talking about RJ Barrett's slow start to the season from 3-pointers on the road and support them? You know what I'm saying? How about some of that? I mean, we went to bat for Frank. Yo, you remember the obscure stats for Frank Ntilikina? We out here supporting Frank Ntilikina, but we can't support Julius Randle and RJ Barrett.
Frank from the right corner on a Thursday night is always wet.
Right. Yeah, right. Man. Yeah, man.
And when we say I know it's sounding like extreme homerism going on right now. Pause, not pause. But like what we do is we really kind of like we latch ourselves onto certain players, and because we're latched onto certain players, it immediately pits them in our mind against all the other players, or yeah, the person competing for the attention. I think that my player who I like, my favorite should be. I need him to score 40 points tonight,
regardless if we win or lose.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's got to stop. Like, that's got to stop.
That part right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stand your team, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to tell you how to fan or this, that, and the other, but like.
But some stuff is a basic principle. If you're gonna be a fan, be a fan. If you're gonna be a casual, be a casual. You can't
that's fine.
Be a casual dressed up like a fan, or be a fan dressed up like a casual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. These are basic. This is code for the street right here. This is, But anyway, Jay Boogie, thank you for the generous contribution. Jay Boogie says, I'm not done. I'm dropping a major May 10, 1973 dedicated to every player on that 1973 championship team. I'm turning up the volume. Bim, my man Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, I'll be on in the morning, so you know what I expect. And sometimes you got to talk. I got to talk hard at Jay Boogie. Sometimes, like, Hey, I'll be on in the morning.
Pause.
You know what we got to do. You know, Jay, you know what we got to do. I'll be, I'm bright and early at 9 a.m. ish, 10 ish, 11 ish, 12 ish, right on time. Y'all know me, like right on time. Sometime between 8:30 and 2:30 tomorrow, I will be right on time for the Knicks morning drive. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, man.
I think it was off today, Keith. That was off the hook today, Keith.
Yeah, nah, I had to divorce myself from all the nonsense today, yo.
Nah, the cat pulled up. You know who the cat pulled up? Talking about,
oh gosh. Oh god.
Straight out the side of his neck.
This is what he been praying for.
He said, y'all want mediocrity. If y'all want to bring this same team back, you mediocre.
Mediocre second round team. Wow.
Yeah. But he was the same dude that was like
Breezy picked my
Kevin Knox.
Look, I'm disappointed. It's funny, I can chew gum, I can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Right.
I am at the same time disappointed in our performance in this series, but yet I still feel our season was a success.
Right. Yeah. Hey, because sometimes losing doesn't mean you didn't win at something.
No, I'm not. I don't do the moral victory thing. I ain't even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do that.
The reason why I'm doing it because sometimes the losses you take ain't all L's. Like I come from a boxing background where I used to go in there and get my butt whooped by dudes better than me. I mean, GI, they legit would be like, yo, get that fool out of here. He don't know when to quit. But I was learning stuff though. You know what I'm saying? I was learning stuff. I remember my girlfriend had to walk me to the car. One time, both of my eyes was closed and these little bubbles kept coming out of my nose. You know what I'm saying? She wanted, and like in a week later, I was back in there trying to, because I had learned something. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the moral victories. I'm talking about learning stuff as you take lumps. You know what I'm saying? If you learn, if you had a smooth road your whole life, learning stuff, like some of us come from that background where we come from challenging backgrounds. Let me say it like that. Like I come from a challenged background, and so through those challenges, it motivated me to do other stuff because I didn't want my kids to go through the same thing that I went through. That's my story. That ain't nobody else's story. That's mine, right? But what I'm getting at is through those struggles, you know what I'm saying, I learned how to be better. That's all I'm saying. If you're a Knicks fan and a road get rough, bro, hang in there. Hang in there. Hey, but Ron Cleveland says, get attached to progress, not players. Hey, Ron Cleveland, thank you for the generous contribution. Right. And I appreciate that. And Ron Cleveland and Ron's avatar is fire.
I'm 100%. I'm 100% agreement with that.
Yeah, man.
100% agreement.
By the way, Ron, I wore my man t-shirt to the game last night. Watch the game.
Man.
Oh, by the way, I've been looking at buying some Ping. I've been looking at buying some Ping Woods, the new Ping Woods. I'm thinking about
every year you talking to me. Every year
because I buy stuff. I buy stuff. I just don't tell you. I buy stuff. I just don't put it out there on the internet on the thing. Like if we on the phone, I would tell you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't put it out there like that. You know, we got to keep some stuff private. You know what I'm saying? So
I just bought an electric pole. I just bought
yeah, no, I feel you. No, I feel you. I
bought an electric pole. I just bought an electric pull car.
I know what you're talking about. So it's Swiss handle? It's Swiss handle?
No, I just got a remote control in my club.
Yo, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. Yeah,
I
that's
said,
fine.
listen, I'm walking the rest of my life. Well, I pay the card fee. It's gonna pay for itself. Nah, if she heard me, I would tell her it paid off for us. It's gonna pay for itself. I don't have to pay card fee. I
Yeah,
walk.
yeah, yeah. I need to
The
do
only thing nowadays, courses are baking the cart fee in there.
Yeah. Well, part of things like that,
Yeah,
you
so if
know.
I say I'm walking, I'm saying the same thing. And I ain't that fancy, Keith. If it's a price to walk and a price to ride, I ain't just gonna be paying to ride.
Right,
No,
right,
nah.
right. Yeah, man.
Unless it's a tournament. I don't.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Y'all got anything else y'all gonna rock with before we wrap?
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7.
I'm not jacking that. What I'm jacking is I hope our young guys learn all year. They went places, especially on the road. Nobody really knew Grimes on the road. They kind of started hearing about quickly. They didn't know about McBride. I knew Knicks fans that didn't know Isaiah Hartenstein was on the team until the playoffs. They didn't
I
even know
know
he was a Knick, right?
I know Knicks fans that don't even
How
know.
are they? How are they Knicks fans?
I don't know. But I know some Knicks fans that don't even know that Dwayne Washington is our fourth point guard. Who? Cass is like, who is our fourth point guard? I thought it was Derrick Rose. Yeah, Dwayne Washington.
So I just hope our guys realize that one day they're going to come across some players, and it could happen next year. That like, yo, we're gonna beat the Knicks tonight. I think we're being hunted. Remember, it's switched to we got the home field advantage. We beat the Knicks 3. We beat Miami 3-1 this year. We went overnight from being the hunter to being hunted, and it's a different situation. And I think that's I hope our guys wake up. I hope our guys wake up like, holy crap, when the series might be over, maybe hopefully they'll get it tonight or tomorrow. But if they don't, when the series is over, I think they're gonna realize, wow. No, I mean I needed this to sink in tonight for tomorrow's game. That they're being hunted, they're no longer the hunter.
Right.
Because it's a different mentality you gotta have. You can't just be going along about it. You gotta really be the better team. And so I just hope we learn. If anything, we learn from it. But I love our core guys. I love how Tibbs coached the game. And I'm in no rush until 2025. Tell me in 2025 that I'm only going to be a second-round team and don't got a chance to win a championship. Then I'll start stretching. In 2023 with this turnaround, I'm happy. Thanks. I'm glad to ride along with you guys.
Freaky, if you going to get us out of here?
Man, it's still orange and blue skies. It's still orange and blue skies. And like, I want to leave y'all with this. Yeah, I know we've been sounding very Stanish on our Knicks team this episode, but that does not mean when we say like, yo, like when we say like be more fans, it doesn't mean like you can't be critical. Doesn't mean you can't be critical. If Randall's having a bad game, if he's dogging it, he's dogging it. If RJ ain't shooting right for a spell, he ain't shooting right for a spell, it's okay to talk about it. But like if each one of these occasions just make you turn you into like, oh, this person gotta go, that person, like you need to slow down. Right. You need to slow down. Like really evaluate. That's not even how real teams operate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and look at what it takes for success. We are actually, it's funny, we're in a team build. I feel like that's not too unlike the Heat. In that, like you were saying, there is no superstar. Well, they got one. But like their disbursement of talent is such that like they've got a full team. We've got a full team. But what they have on us is experience. Let us get the experience, man. See what these kids can do with it. Let's get the experience. We got a nice squad, man. I'm happy about this team. Like I'm encouraged about this team and even the future thereof, more so than I have been in over a decade.
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
get past. I'm gonna get past the disappointment of any individual loss. I'm gonna do that because this
And
team is definitely. I seen what I need to see.
that decade ago, you didn't feel like we had a future. You felt like we had a run. You know what I'm saying?
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
And that was it.
We had to run it.
I didn't think we were going anywhere after. And that's what I was. That's what I was so mad at Stat for, because I felt like that was the last year we'd be able to do it.
Right, right. And now we feel like we here. It's a difference.
Like we at the beginning of here, even,
Right.
and that's what to me is encouraging. Like we just opened the door to being here.
Right. Well,
Cat said we wasn't even going to get to that door.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got a chance to rock this week, man. I love Knicks Freestyle and oh, Stephen A. Smith, bro, it's called Blue Tears, Orange Tears, Orange Tears. Not that phrase that you made up, whatever it is. It's Blue Tears, Orange Tears, Orange Tears. We've been doing this for like 3 years, bro. It'll be 3 years in October.
Oh, he tried to give the underhanded shout out.
Hoodie Kev tried to make himself a day one. Hoodie Kev, I am the epitome. Hold on, let me turn this down the back end. Hold on. Hoodie Kev, I am the epitome of day one, baby. Day with Z.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Blue Tears, Orange Tears, Orange Tears. Call it, Stephen A. Say it. It's easy. Stephen A. got his production assistants looking at us right now. Like, what are they talking about? It's Blue Tears, Orange Tears, Orange Tears. Say it. It's easy. But anyway, thank y'all for watching, man. For coming out, hanging out with us, man. Freaky dropped like 1,000 gems in like a 300-second span, and he got my head swimming. So I'm gonna go back in here and think about some of the stuff he said, and I hate when he do that because I never like giving him credit for nothing. I don't like giving Freaky credit for. Yeah.
Keep giving us content for tomorrow morning, baby.
Yeah.
Please, I'm rocking. Yo, salute. Y'all doing Knicks at night tonight?
Yeah, yeah. So we'll be up.
So salute the Knicks that night, and I'm gonna be on KMD. Hoodie Kev, if you out there, if I catch you on Knicks on night or KMD, I'm just letting you know. It's instantly turning into a debate. I heard you with your cheap debate. I'm a 2-time debate league champ. Nobody don't care about that. Good night, people. Good night.
All right, y'all.